Manhattan Project photographer Berlin Brixner remembers the critical moments surrounding the Trinity test.
Well, I was sitting at one of my cameras, motion picture cameras, which was on a panoramic device, and I was just sitting there with the camera running. Everything was operated from the central control station, and so I didn't have to do anything at the time but just sit there. And I had a loudspeaker actually and was listening to the countdown, and so I knew when the explosion was to occur. And I had arranged a very dense welding glass type of glasses in front of my eyes, and I was looking directly at the zero. I was one of the few people allowed to do that. It was perfectly safe through these welding glasses. I was looking right at it, just staring at where it was. Of course, it was nighttime. I couldn't see anything. But when the explosion went off, that welding glass seemed to just glow white, just intense white, like the sun. And so it just blinded me. And so I looked aside to the left. The Oscuro Mountains were at the left, and they were just lit up like daylight then. So I looked at that for a few seconds, and then I looked back through my welding glass, and I saw that the terrific explosion had taken place. Just unbelievably large explosion. And my camera was just sitting there, but soon the ball of fire was starting to rise, and I thought, gee, I better get busy. So abruptly I raised it and photographed the ball of fire as it went up to the stratosphere. And I kept photographing it for the next couple of minutes or so. I knew immediately that the explosion had exceeded the greatest expectations, and that essentially we had won the war, because that bomb would soon be used on Japan. And it was. That was in July the 16th, I believe, and the war was over in only about 3 weeks later.